Welcome to this week's video. Today we're reviewing another campsite in the Upper Murray Valley region in Western Australia. Now in my previous videos I've talked about some other places you can camp in this general area and this one's a little bit further downriver, so this is another one we're going to go through. Now before we start, the conclusion of my last video led us to this place and I want to show you basically how great it is before we talk a little bit more about the site. So if we walk towards this way, you'll start to see this has got immediate river access, and what's really good is there's someone's taken the time to carve some steps into this area here so that you can actually walk up the bank. It's a little bit steep, but it's fine. Clearly people know about this place. There's a nice campsite here, and this has only just been freshly kind of cleaned and the rocks replaced and burnt down. The fire ban in West Australia has only been gone now for a couple of weeks, so obviously it's a perfect time for lighting those fires. In terms of the campsite itself, it's relatively level ground. When you first come in, you're going to see there's a nice little dry, fairly subtle drop down to the bank. It can get a bit washed out, so I expect that in winter that's probably going to be heavily washed out. So if you are like us and you're towing your emu everywhere you go, just be mindful of that's a fairly sharp turn coming into the place, and it's quite washed away on the on one side. So just be mindful on your turning circle. Also getting out of here, be mindful too when you're coming out into it. It's a blind corner on both sides, and motorbikes and trail bikes, as well as other four-wheel drive users, often cut through this area. So just keep all those things in mind. In terms of the space itself, you've probably got room for 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 camp groups in here. At least 2, maybe 3 trailers if you played it right and played a bit of car Tetris. But overall, if you're just a rooftop tent camper and you like tents and you've got some swags and some other people with you, this can easily be a 4 or 5 group in here, just with some cars and some setups. Again, immediate water access, great little campsite, quite secluded, and no one around you for miles in either direction. So that is our little spot found here in the Upper Murray River. Great little place, a few hours out of Perth, but well worth the drive, particularly if you can get away early on a weekend or get away on even a Friday for a weekend. Well worth it for the time, immediate water access. Winter, there's plenty of wood around, it's surrounded by forest, and in summer you've got immediate water access. So fantastic place to come and take some time out. Thanks for watching. If you've got any comments, post them down below. Otherwise, it's time to get out there.